This is Chris Kelly with Peak Fitness with just a few simple tips for keeping your nutrition and activity log. Now, a nutrition activity log can be kept in a simple spiral notebook in order to just keep a basic track of what you are doing and when. We don't want to know, the specific details of how many calories that you're eating, how many calories you've burned, etc. What the purpose of this is to develop consistent habit and to see that these are the times that you have available, and this is kind of the habits that work for you on a daily basis. Over a period of time, you come to internalize these things, and you'll just learn to do these things on your own. But in the beginning, for the first month or two, it's beneficial to keep a log so you can really formalize these times, set them in stone, kind of get them into your mind, and flip back to remember as you go along. So what I've done here is I've just started a page here in my log. All right, I've set the date and I've just written nutritional log. All right, and I've broken up the log into two categories. We've got nutrition and activity. All right, so I'm going to just run down the nutrition portion here. I'm starting out with breakfast. All right, and I woke up maybe at 6:30, ate breakfast at 6-7. All right, and I'm just writing down a basic description of what I ate. So I had 2 pieces of toast, 3 egg whites, and a small bowl of oatmeal. All right, so that's my breakfast. Don't need to get any more detailed than that. As long as you have a basic idea of what you're eating, you can go back and say, okay, maybe on Monday that's a good choice for me. All right, moving on to my snack. I know that I have 15 minutes at 9 a.m. to eat a pretty good snack. So I've chosen something that is accessible, a handful of almonds and string cheese. This comes as a suggestion from one of my clients, and this is a good filling combination and just kind of an advantage of something you can pop quickly, and that can be stored maybe in a bag or something that you can, access quickly. Now moving on to lunch here. All right, I have a Caesar salad and oil. All right, and with that, I've had some black bean soup and some water. But again, I've just given a basic description of what I've eaten, trying to make it as consistent as possible. So, if you get maybe 2 to 3 choices per week of different meal plans, you can kind of alternate between maybe like a Monday plan, a Tuesday plan, a Wednesday plan. But I know that this is something that maybe I have access to. Maybe there's a salad place around the corner that has something that I like that is healthy. So this would be my choice for that. Moving on to my snack, I've had, I moved back to string cheese and almonds. It's a good choice, something that I have access to, so, it's nice and filling. That's going to get me through the rest of the day. Then I finish up with tilapia, some broccoli, and sugar-free Jell-O. Now, once again, this is just a basic representation. You can really choose anything, make your list as long or as short as you want, but the idea is you can go back and say, these are things that worked for me, or these are things that did not work for me. So the log almost becomes like a reminder of kind of what is good or, what didn't work. You can also write some comments about like, felt full, did not feel full, good workout that day, whatever it may be, to kind of remind yourself of, what worked for you and what did not. Now, moving on to the activity portion of our log, all right, I've set aside 15 minutes at 9 a.m. to do my workout A. Okay, I know I have 15 minutes at that time. This could be any time during the day. This could be when you wake up. This could be after work. But this should be a pretty consistent time where you know that you have 15 minutes to maybe bang out your off-day workout. All right, so with that, I've done a 10-minute time circuit, push-ups, squats, and burpees, 5 rounds of each. Say I did 8 reps of each. Okay, and that's just my basic record for the day. So I see that. So maybe the next time I do workout A, I'll look to get 6 rounds, and I'll look to beat that score. But just by keeping a basic representation of what you did, you can see that this is my score, this is how I did. Moving on to just throughout the day, I've just noted that at 1 p.m. I did a 1-minute plank circuit. At 3 p.m. I repeated the circuit, and at 5 p.m. I repeated the circuit once again. This same scheme can be employed with stretching or really anything else that you have to do that day. So say we assign you a butt circuit that day, you might write that down, or a planking circuit. But the main thing is I see that you've done it at these times. And from your perspective, once again, you know that 1 p.m. is a good time to knock that out. You maybe have a minute or two in your office that you can just kind of get down on the floor and knock those planks out. But choose consistent times that work for you. We want to utilize this log to develop routine, to develop habit, and then to kind of just act as a reference to go back and see what worked, see what didn't, and that's pretty much my take on logging. If you have any questions, you can always email us, but this is something that should be submitted to your trainer or even a friend on a weekly basis to just serve as accountability. That's really the main purpose of the log, and that's kind of why we do this at all. Thank you for viewing our video, and moving on.